Welcome to Left Hand Backhand Podcast. This is episode 13, and we got a special one in store for us
Unlucky
today.
13. Or is it lucky?
Unlucky.
I guess we'll
Okay,
find out.
let's list off our favorite players to wear the number 13 because I've got a few off the top of my head.
This is going to be a very quick game.
Yeah. Number 1, Steve Nash.
Give me number 13.
Yes. Number 1 of 13s, Steve Nash. Right?
Yeah.
Come on, you go.
I don't know any.
Dan Marino.
Off the top
13.
of my head, I don't know 13s. I didn't pay attention to numbers so much.
Paul George, PG 13.
Sure.
My
Yeah.
sister's
I mean,
birthday
now it
is
makes sense.
on June 13th.
Okay.
So
Any other jerseys?
no,
Soccer?
I was
Baseball?
hoping you would actually contribute to this, but
I don't know. You just sprung this on me. I don't know this.
that's the whole
I
point of
don't.
this
If you had said
podcast.
number 10 or like a number 2 or something, maybe, but
Yeah, I was trying to think of other
13.
famous number 13s, but Steve Nash popped into my head, and he's
That's
my
not even the best. That's not even the best number because today is all about number 30. Am I right?
today is all about number 30. And
All
why is
about
that?
number 30.
Free.
Lincoln is turning 30 on Thursday, June 6th, which is actually also my dad's birthday.
So
Share the same
shout out
birthday.
to Scott.
Look at that. Last guest on the pod.
Yeah.
And I also turn 30 later this year, but this isn't about
So
me. We're not making this about me today.
we're making it a little bit about us and
I think
celebrating
it's our
the number
30th
30.
year. Yes.
Yeah. But then I created 30 different trivia questions about myself that I'm going to quiz you on and see how
Oh,
well you
this
can
is gonna
do.
be rough.
It's going to be pretty they're very basic. It's not like these have yes or
Okay,
no
what's the
answers.
over under on correct answers?
15.
Since that seemed fun last time.
15.
15?
We'll do 15. You have to keep track of
Okay.
it though.
I'm saying I'm getting over.
All
Say you said you're thinking I'm only gonna get 50, you think I'm only gonna get 15 out of 30?
Yeah.
50%? That's sad.
Okay. See,
Do I
so
know you at all?
well, that's where we're going to
Okay.
find out. Actually, no, a lot of these are pretty easy.
Okay.
Um,
So you gonna change your over under before we start?
yeah, I'm
So
going
like
to
seven,
we'll say
17?
18.
Okay.
17 and a
I'm gonna,
half. I'll take
still
the
gonna
under.
say, yeah, 17.5. I'm gonna take the over.
Okay.
So
Deal.
I still think I'm gonna get 60%.
Well, that would be a D grade, and you love, I mean,
Don't don't talk about my personal life.
pause. We also have a very fun draft, and Jeff's got a segment for me as well. So this should be
Mini
a pretty fun
seggy.
episode. We got segs for days. We got to be careful saying that.
Yeah, we got to put the explicit next to our podcast today.
Yeah,
Not
sorry about
family friendly.
that. Okay, well, starting out with number 30, I've got some fun facts. Actually, let's see. I've got 15 facts of the number 30. You ready?
Yeah.
First one. In bingo, the ball 30 is known as Dirty Gertie Blind 30.
All right.
What?
I've never played real bingo where they crank the thing,
You don't go
it
to
makes that sound.
you don't go to retirement centers all the
They don't
time?
go bingo. No, I don't normally go to places like that.
A polygon with 30 sides is called a what, Jeff? You know this.
Tetrahedron. Tetragram.
Dude, you were super close. It's a triacontagon.
Well, I knew it had to be a T in there somewhere. Trihedron.
Yeah.
That's a dinosaur, I'm pretty sure.
It is a dinosaur. It was a
Yeah.
dinosaur with 30 different points on its head.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The number 30 separated by 2 hyphens is used to indicate the end of a newspaper story.
Oh, like 30 for 30? Like
Actually, I
ESPN
wonder.
30 for 30?
I legit wonder if that's a thing. Why is it called
It could have
ESPN 30
been.
for 30?
Honestly, because there's a dash in it, right? There's a
Yeah.
30 for a 30. That would be interesting if that was where it came from, because where else would it be from? That's not just a made-up phrase that ESPN created. No, I
Oh,
don't buy it.
it's 31-hour documentaries, but they have way more than 30 now.
Yeah, so it's just in name only.
Oh, it was actually they started it in their 30th anniversary in 2009. So I'm guessing that's probably why.
And I guess we're wrong on both accounts.
And it was by 30 different filmmakers. But look at this, we're getting more 30 facts.
That's a lot of 30
This is
facts all at
so fun,
once.
Jeff. We are having so much fun.
I'm ecstatic.
The
Look at my
total
face.
number of major and minor keys in Western music is 30.
Mm,
Who would have who would have thought?
ba-na-na-na-na-na. Who would have
Um,
thought?
the Roman numeral for 30 is
Nailed it. And 64 is a 45 more than what is the answer, Martha? It's an X. Wait, it's an XL, which is the size I used to wear for shirts.
that's
Not anymore because I'm too big.
XL is 40.
N plus 4. Yeah, that's right. This L is 50.
XXX is 30.
Triple X.
So Vin Diesel, shout out to his
Oh,
movie.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, shout out to pre Vin Diesel, Ice Cube.
Yeah, well, the pacifier.
Uh, well, are we there yet?
What terrible movies. This one I thought was silly. A 30-week-old child in the womb has 2400 vision, meaning they can only see right
Horrible.
in front of them when they open their eyes, which won't be very often during that time.
They cannot drive for sure. They're not legally allowed to. At least
Correct.
not then. Yeah.
Correct, but very
At least
interesting.
they have fingernails by that point.
Yeah. There are 30 upright stones that form the Sarsen Circle at Stonehenge.
Oh, Stonehenge.
Thought that was cool. Here's
Like the
a
SARS-CoV-2. Hmm.
I don't know what that is.
You know, you said Sarsen circle, and I
Yeah.
said the SARS-CoV-2. You know, it's the SARS is the COVID name of it, the technical term. It's all right. Us smart medical professionals, we know.
Yeah. Yeah, you're just
Once you
beaming.
turn 30, I think your brain just starts to turn to mush.
I haven't turned
So,
30 yet, dude. Come on.
well, in my mind, you have.
Of course, naturally.
That's my mind is
Yeah. Judas in the Bible, for those of you who are religious historians, he betrayed Jesus in exchange for
30 pieces of silver.
silver. Yep. So another famous 30. The oldest seal can age is up to 30.
Oh, seals. I was thinking
Yeah.
turtles for a second. I was like, turtles can get way older than that. And then I had to
Turtles are
rethink.
super duper old. The minimum age of a US senator has to be 30.
Okay.
Cats have exactly 30 teeth.
And 30 lives.
Nope,
Oh,
that's
wait a
9.
minute. Minus 19.
Yes, very good math. That didn't work. The atomic number for the atomic number that is 30 is what element?
Atomic number for 30?
Yeah.
Nitrogen.
Zinc. Nitrogen.
Oh, I don't know.
Wait, isn't nitrogen like one of the first 8?
It might be. I don't know the atomic numbers like that. I didn't take biology in
You
college, so
had to have in high school.
high school, which
Yeah.
was how many years ago, Lincoln? 30. Oh wait,
Yes, it was 30 years ago.
feels like 30.
Our math is killer right now. The number 30 has a lot to do with how we measure time. The number of minutes in an hour is divisible by 30, the number of seconds in a minute, and the average amount of days in a calendar month is 30.
That is true. And Steph Curry's number is 30.
Hold your pretty horses there, Jeffrey. We're not there
Sorry,
yet.
sorry.
At 30 is when Jewish priests traditionally start their service, according to Numbers chapter 4, verse 3.
Learning
Who
a
would
lot of new things right now.
I mean, we're here to educate people. That's what we're
Yeah. I used to be a teacher. I mean, kind of am still, in a way.
You've had quite the year.
In the last 365 days,
You
plus
and
the
I
last
both.
30 days.
You and I,
Yeah,
oh,
we both. Oh,
30 days.
oh, 30 days, 30 nights.
Yeah. And the last one, at about age 30, according to Luke chapter 3, verse 23, was when Jesus was baptized by John the Baptist, signaling the beginning of his public ministry. And it was also the age when David became king and Ezekiel and John the Baptist began their own ministries as well.
All right. Wow.
So some
30 is
religious
significant.
numbers. Yeah, I hope you learned
Just
something there.
don't compare yourself to John the Baptist or Jesus when you turn 30.
Uh, facts. We don't want to do
Facts.
that.
Big
Just
facts.
spin you into a depression.
Yeah. You
That's
could
when you
have
need. That's when you
you
need
we should have
Jesus.
done, you know what we should have done? We should have looked up celebrities that are also 30. Just like, because I would have been shocked by a lot of them, and I would have been like, no way.
That
Because
that would
there are
just
a lot of celebrities that I do not realize that are 30 years old that I'm like,
yeah.
I'm as old as they are. That's crazy, you know?
Ariana
So,
Grande is 30
oh, 30.
for a couple more weeks. She's a 93 baby. She's not that cool.
Oh,
Bad Bunny, Harry Styles, Debbie Ryan. Shout out to
man,
21 Pilots. She's
funny
married
because
to Josh Dunn, the drummer of 21 Pilots.
Harry
Um,
Styles is my age. That's crazy.
Justice Beaver is 30. The crime fighting beaver.
Prime Fighting Beaver.
What? No, no way.
Who?
What? Cristiano Ronaldo cannot be 30.
No, he's not 30.
Okay.
No, no. He's number 30 though, isn't he? Or number 10?
Messi's 10.
Messi's 10, but there's a lot of 10s. Wasn't Beckham 10?
Bend it like Beckham.
And Neymar was 10?
Okay. Never mind. This was just like the first few names that popped up on a
Oh,
quick
30.
web browser search. We're not going to shout out the web browser. They don't sponsor this podcast, so we will not shout them out.
He who
Oh,
must
this
not
is
be named.
part of this was people in their 30s. So, but the other ones I saw
Okay.
that their birthdays were actually in 94.
Oh, look at that.
Who would have thunk? Okay. Well, the next 30 segment, Jeff, is famous athletes who wore the number 30.
Oh, there. I did jump the gun.
And you got the first one. I
That
think,
was the
let's see,
first one.
11. I have 11 athletes on this list that I believe that you should be able to get. And you got the
Yeah, it
first
should
one
be,
being Steph
how would
Curry.
how would I associate their number with them? A lot of
I
them I don't have in,
I will give you hints along the way, but let's see how well you can do. So
tell
you
me
got
how many of them play basketball.
um we'll just start listing off players and I'll tell you who's remaining
Okay.
based on
This
what
is
sports are left.
this is an awful one for me. Any numbers ones? I mean,
Dude,
I'm not the CPA accountant boy.
I'm not a CPA.
That's not I'm doing sales, so it's a little different. So I'm not focused on it was a joke. You're not a CPA, but you do
Hey,
accounting.
yeah,
You are the
we
Kevin
are
Malone
we are
to
accounting on you.
guess number 30s.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So
Uh,
Steph Curry and also
okay.
related to Steph Curry.
Aisha Curry.
Nope.
Related to Steph Curry? Cameron Brink.
What?
Yeah, she's god sister or something.
No. Who's related
You
to
said
Steph
related.
Curry that wears number 30?
Oh, Steph Curry.
Seth Curry and somebody
Steph
else.
Curry. Why are they both number 30?
Because
Because Del Curry
there you go.
was
There's
30.
three.
Okay. I feel like I'm being
Yeah.
babied down this. This is going to be
Yeah.
really condescending.
Yeah, it
This
is. This
whole
is gonna be
segment's
great.
going to feel like I'm an idiot. It already feels that way. Jeff,
Oh man.
and next is starts with a
Okay.
D.
I'm gonna
Del.
we're gonna finish off the basketball players. So we have Steph, Dell, and Seth. All three of them wore 30 because I assume because Dell wore 30. Also in basketball, there's one current player, one and two former Blazers. One of them was most known for his time with the Jail Blazers and then with the Pistons.
Oh, Dr. J.
What?
No, he was with the. I mean, he was with the. No, Clyde
Julius
was Clyde
Irving?
Drexler. Was it
Clyde
Julius? No,
Drexler was with the
Clyde Drexler
Blazers.
was Blazers, but
He was
mm,
with the Jail Blazers and then he went to the Pistons and won a championship with that whole um, Chauncey Billups, Ben Wallace, Tayshaun
Uh,
Prince.
well, you're naming everyone except for like Rasheed Wallace and
There you go. Rasheed Wallace.
Rasheed played for the Trailblazers.
Dude, he
That
was
feels
the
wrong.
leader of the Jailblazers. Yeah,
Feels wrong.
it was bad. So he wore
Yeah,
30.
I don't like
Another
that.
famous Blazer. You probably won't get him. You probably aren't going to get him, but he is a Hall of Famer. Terry Porter was
Ooh,
number 30 for the Blazers. His number's retired in the rafters. And then a current player on the Knicks. Where's number 30?
Josh Hart,
No,
Jalen Brunson,
no.
uh, Dante
He was
DiVincenzo.
injured during the playoffs, or he was out for the playoffs,
Oh, Porzingis. Oh wait, he plays for the Celtics now.
and he is
Uh,
supposed to be coming back.
he's supposed to be
Lost.
what?
He's supposed to be returning for the NBA
Uh,
Finals, which start on Thursday.
on Thursday. Oh wait, that's NFL.
Uh,
Knicks.
Former Laker, left-handed, plays in the Knicks.
Oh, Larry Nance Jr. Oh, he plays for New Orleans. He was a former Laker.
Yeah, but
Uh,
Julius Randle. I'm just
there's Randall.
Yeah, he wears number 30.
Hmm.
Okay, we have three baseball players and two famous running backs. One is a Hall of Famer. One was a fantasy football god who had a very steep drop off, and he was the man for
Kareem
several
Hunt.
years. Nope. He's not
Uh,
neither of these players in the league. One's obviously a Hall of Famer.
for a few years, and then he had a steep drop off. Running
Yep.
back.
Yep. Played for
Uh,
the Rams and then the Falcons.
oh, uh, oh, yeah. He was like number
He
one
he was the number
drafted
one
for a
overall
couple
pick
years.
for like
It
two or
was
3 years.
crazy, and
Uh-huh.
then he dropped off. He's what I associate because Kareem Hunt was the with Kansas City, and then I associated. No, didn't he go to? No, Kareem Hunt's
They
was on
both
the
have
Browns
dreads.
recently.
They both have dreads. Kareem
Was
Hunt was
Kareem
on the
Hunt on the
Browns last year.
Browns last year? Yeah.
Mhm.
And so I know who you're talking about with the Rams. I know exactly who this is.
Played for Georgia. His last name is not
Free.
Manley, but it is.
Uh, dude, I know. I'm gonna be so upset. I'm gonna be so mad that I'm not gonna get this.
His name
Uh,
is Todd.
oh, Gurley, nice. Yeah, dude, Todd Gurley had a historic run
Yeah,
during
insane
that
high.
couple year stretch. It was
Got
just the highest
paid.
of the highs and the lowest of the lows.
Yeah, it was
He
crazy.
just dropped off the face of the planet.
And then the other NFL running back played for the Broncos and was a Hall of Famer, or is a Hall of Famer, and won Super Bowls with John Elway.
Won Super Bowls with them.
Yeah. Like
You said he
I
was
think he's the reason that the Broncos won their Super Bowls. He's there with Shannon Sharp, Rod Smith.
mm,
His nickname was TD
thinking with TD.
because he scored so many TDs, and also his initials are TD.
Um,
You're not gonna get it.
I'm not gonna get it.
It's Terrell Davis.
Yeah, sorry, wasn't gonna get it.
All good. And then the last three players, one of them is one of the most famous pitchers of all time before kind of our childhood of watching baseball. And then one of them is one of yours and my all-time favorite baseball players.
All time,
Yeah,
Mike Trout.
well, no, all these players are retired.
Oh, Vladimir Guerrero.
No, he's a Mariner,
Oh, it was Mariner Ichiro.
but he did not wear number 30 when he was a Mariner.
Oh, Ken Griffey.
Yep, Ken Griffey. Very
Okay, Ken
good.
Griffey Jr.
Yeah, Ken Griffey Jr. and Ken Griffey Sr. both wore 30.
Both
He
went
wore
30.
30 when he was with the Reds,
Okay.
which that was so sad to see him leave.
Yeah, it's a rough time to lose your legacy and just kind of have that on your radar. That's what I felt like happened with Tony Parker when he left the Spurs for like
What to
what, a year
Charlotte?
to Charlotte, and he was like, yeah, because he knew DeJounte Murray was going to take over, which then ended up being for nothing. And Tony Parker tarnished a little bit of his legacy by
Yeah, it's a
leaving.
bummer.
It just left. It was just rough. He could have been part of
Yeah.
the all everyone retiring on the same team.
I loved Ken Griffey because I was a lefty, and so I would be in the backyard playing backyard baseball, trying to emulate his swing,
Mhm.
And he was Pacific Northwest kid, or not
And I'll
kid,
never forget
but
the double, the home run back to back
that was
from
so
him and
sick.
his
Him
puppy.
and
Like
his
one of the
pops,
craziest things ever
so
in
cool.
sports to have to homer back to
Literal
back.
chills, guys. Literal chills.
Okay. God.
And the last player is one of the most famous pitchers. Won like an
Nolan Ryan.
unbelievable. Yeah, very good.
Nolan Ryan. Only
Nolan
one.
Ryan, very good. All right, that's my list of famous athletes that wore 30. Jeff, you did
Decent. I did atrocious,
you did
but I
not do as
I
well
did
as
as
I
well as
expected you to do.
I did as well as I expected. This is not something that I would have ever been a part of otherwise because it's not on my radar. I'm not going to remember numbers for Terrell Davis.
So
Sorry.
I was the kid that would be bored in class in middle school and just write down 1 through 100 and have to list an NFL player at every single number.
Yeah, you were a freak.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know anyone else who did that.
Brandon
You're
did
the
that.
only person.
Brandon
Well,
did that.
Brandon's also a freak. That's why I'm
Well,
friends with both of you.
yeah. Thanks,
Like,
man.
got to balance it out.
Yeah. All right. Well, you've got a
All right.
segment for
I tried.
me,
I tried.
correct?
Well, it's fun.
You
It's
can
fitting
make
because
me
you
look stupid now since I made you
no,
look stupid.
the problem is like I didn't know your segments before this, which is kind of the fun of this
Yeah.
fun of these drafts and
Kind of
these segments is
that's what we do.
the point is to kind of keep you on your toes, right? And so this is going to be called Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader?
Hey,
So you
careful. We
are
don't want to have copyright issues using that title.
sorry. Well, I didn't even say it correctly. I think it doesn't even go that way.
Oh.
So this is going to be a quick one. We're just going to do 10 questions. All right. I have kind of a random assortment of questions that have been used on the show and are just in general.
That
Just questions
have
of
been
fifth
used on this
grader.
show or on
No,
the
no,
oh, okay.
on the real show.
Okay.
So they're
With Jeff
questions that should
Foxworthy.
yes, with you must be a redneck.
If you ever
But I
find
really am a redneck.
yourself knee deep in a trailer park on the 4th of July with your pants by your ankles, you must be a redneck.
You must be a redneck.
Yeah.
So
Clearly
these are some good questions. They're pretty basic. I want to see what do you think the over under is out of these 10 for you.
7.
I'm gonna say under.
Oh, okay.
I say under this. And these are fifth graders, right? This is confirmed. So if you question it, these are confirmed things that fifth graders know by the end of their fifth grade year. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Let's go.
So question number 1. What is the longest river in the United States?
I feel like that's a trick question. It
Not.
should be the Mississippi.
Incorrect. The answer is the Missouri River is the longest river in the United States.
Okay.
Interesting fact for you right there.
All right. We are impacting our audience with all these facts today.
You're going to be good. These are really fun because they're questions that you think in the moment, you're like, oh, I'm pretty certain. And then you don't know.
I legit had no idea that one.
No,
So
some of
that's
these
my
on
bad.
here, I am shocked that they are fifth grade questions. And I'm like, wow.
Yeah, no fifth
Hey.
grade idiot's going to get that question right.
The hate's already coming out. I mean, and, the hate is already here.
Yes,
Pause.
naturally.
Okay, number 2. Maine borders which U.S. state?
Oh, I can't remember if it's Vermont or New Hampshire. I'm going to go with New Hampshire.
Ding, 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 ding. Correct. New
Let's go.
Hampshire. New
Woo!
Hampshire. Good job. All right.
One
So
for two.
one for 2. Great job. All right. Question number 3. Okay, let's get to it. There's 2 of these that I've been debating between.
Huh.
True or false? True or false? This is an easier one. Okay,
Yeah.
because you only have 2 options. The
Yes.
kangaroo.
Thank you for telling us what true and false.
Well,
How many options there are.
this is about a 5th grader, so I just have to, I have to say it like I've been talking to a 5th grader.
Oh, thank you.
Just so you're very sure about the question.
Yes, thank
True
you.
or false? The kangaroo is a marsupial.
True.
Ding 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 ding. Correct. Correct. Great
Look at that.
job.
No
So
hesitation. Actually,
no has.
there's a slight pause. Pause.
All right. That was 2 for 3.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, Here it is. Which continent is the least populated? Populated. Least populated.
I'm trying to remember if Antarctica is a continent. See, there's 7 continents: Asia, Europe, Africa, North
Hmm.
America, South America, Australia, and Antarctica. So I'm going with Antarctica.
Ding 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 ding. Correct.
Yes,
All
let's
right.
go.
I know you had to confirm. You were making sure you didn't answer
Yeah.
too hastily.
Come on.
That was good. All right.
Suck
3
it,
for
fifth
4.
graders.
3 for 4. All right. This one's a little bit of a doozy. We'll see what you got. All right. What was the name? This is question number 5. What was the name of the last queen of France? Okay. They learned this.
Do I get multiple choice on this one? Because this is
Nope. Nope.
stupid.
You know this name, and it is also included in a famous song by Queen. Believe it
Dude,
or not.
screw the French, man.
This is a question.
I'm offending all of our French audience
I know.
listeners.
All right.
We're gonna go with Queen Elizabeth.
Nope. It is Marie Antoinette. Marie
Wow.
Antoinette.
Yeah, I didn't
So
know.
I know it's not the easiest question, but again, this is why it's weird. They know a
I
lot.
don't know any of like the European royalty stuff.
I
Like
know. So
I
that's
listened to a
I don't
podcast and they
include
were
a lot.
talking about it once, and I was like, I have zero. I don't know who married anybody. I don't care about that stuff. I know Meghan Markle. She's somehow tied over there, and I only know that because she
Tied?
was in Suits.
Okay. Well,
So I'm
we'll
three.
continue. So
I'm
you're
3 for 5.
3 for 5.
Okay.
3 for 5. All right. Question number 6. What do you call a scientist who studies rock?
Oh, dadgummit. Who studies rocks?
Yes. Scientist who studies rocks.
The dadgummit. The answer that's popping into my head that I don't think is right
Come on, Lincoln. You're
is
about to
a
turn 30. Come on.
archaeologist.
Oh.
But that's not it. No, I didn't say that was my answer.
Okay.
I said
Well,
that was
I
the
just
answer that
gave
was
you a
popping
hint
into
then.
my head.
Okay,
But it's
I'll give
not an
you a
archaeologist. That
that was your mulligan.
it wasn't even a mulligan because I knew it wasn't the answer.
It's I'll give you as your mulligan. Okay, even
No,
though there's no mulligans in this game.
yeah. There's only mulligans and horseshoes and hand
All right,
grenades.
let's go Pony Boy.
Um,
Come on.
a scientist who studies rocks
That's correct.
is a
You're actually gonna be upset if you don't get this.
it's not a paleontologist.
Come on.
It's a I don't know. I failed
The
my time.
correct answer was geologist.
Oh my gosh.
Geo.
That
Study
is
rocks. I know,
why
you
couldn't I
know
get
it, but
there?
you don't know. I don't
Why
know.
couldn't I get there? That's
You were dancing
so
around it. you were doing a little shake a shake, but you just
I was
didn't
beating
settle.
around the bush, man.
Here, don't say that. Okay. So what are you, 3 for 6?
3 for 6. Oh,
Okay.
so embarrassing.
3 for 6. All right.
I need multiple choice with a couple of these, man. Come on.
No, none of these are multiple choice. All right. So 3 for 6. Question number 7. Which blood type is known as the universal recipient?
Universal donor.
This one's recipient, not donor.
But
So which one is known as the user?
I
Yes, I
was
know you were
quoting Dwight
quoting
Schrute. Come on.
universal donor.
Universal donor. I am going to say A positive.
Incorrect. AB is known as the universal recipient.
Hmm.
If you are AB, then you can accept any blood type.
I
Oh,
I
oh,
can accept
negative.
no
I
blood
think oh,
types.
oh, well, we're not blood.
Well, we're blood brothers.
Well, that's correct.
Yeah,
I'll give you that. We're not Eskimos.
correct. But we did
Okay.
slit our hands open and shake and make a pact.
Oh, whoa,
So
explicit.
sorry.
That's so explicit.
I get one more before I have to tag it as explicit. So sorry.
All right, so three's the charm. Okay, like 30.
Yeah,
All right.
divisible by 3.
Okay, so question number 8.
Yep.
What are we, 3 for 7?
Yep.
Okay. Question number 8. What is the most abundant element in the entire universe? Most abundant element.
Wrong. It's phosphorus. Absorb this information.
Why? Phosphorus.
I'm gonna say hydrogen.
Ding, 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 ding. Correct. Hydrogen is right.
Let's go.
Good job. 4 for 8. Sitting at about 500 right now.
Yeah.
Okay. 4 for 8. Okay. Question number 9.
Yeah.
Question number 9. Okay. In English, the English language, lice, the insect,
Mm-hmm.
is the plural of what word?
I'm not gonna lie. Lie.
Every
All,
quote
all
in
the
the
office
right
quotes
now.
are popping up.
Lice is the plural of what word?
Lice.
Incorrect. It is louse.
Wow.
Louse was the answer we were looking for. So it's louse, and then lice is multiple.
That is a country.
Laos. It is a country pronounced that way. Okay.
And what country is that in? What continent is that in, Jeff?
What continent is Laos in? That is
Yep.
in the Asian continent.
Attaboy.
All right. Well, speaking of continents, so you are 4 for 9. Final question.
All right.
This is to go 5 hundo.
Gotta get
So go
50.
5 hundo. Okay. Budapest is the capital of what European country?
Budapest is this is great podcast audio for me just sitting here with my eyes
It's
closed.
okay. They expect you thinking. They're probably answering on their end and yelling,
Yeah.
going,
Let
yes.
us know in the comments how you did. Hopefully it's better
We're
than
really
me.
interested how many you get. If anyone can get
Budapest.
10 out of 10.
My gut reaction's hungry, but I don't think it's hungry.
Okay. Final one. This is to go 500.
I don't know. I'm just gonna say hungry.
Ladies and gentlemen, ding, 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 correct!
Oh,
He
no
gets
way.
it. Hungary is correct.
Let's go.
5 for 10. He gets it.
And Jeff,
It's tougher than you
it's
think.
pronounced Budapest.
Budapest. Sorry, I wanted to say it the way a 5th grader would say it.
And as you should. As the host of this segment, you should definitely do it that way.
I felt like it was true to the segment.
Yeah.
So 5 out of 10, not terrible. You did much better than I did with the jerseys. You had to basically spoon feed me every single fact about the player.
Like a little baby.
Like a little baby boy. What number? He's well weighted. His father played in the league. Del Curry. That's correct, little guy.
Yeah,
That's how
good
I felt the
boy.
whole time. That's how it felt. It was
Speaking of
degrading.
talking in baby voice when you did I made an oopsie. Go check out what is I don't even know what it is. You know, I don't
The
follow the
TikTok,
TikToks. What is it?
the Tiki Talkies. Left hand backhand. It's the one. It's what the way you said it underscore. So we've got our TikTok up. I'm gonna be trying to post every so often clips from these segments, just things that I find funny in ways. Whatever happens, you know I'm not doing it for the engagement. I'm doing it for my posterity,
Yes,
my
your
future,
bounteous posterity that you
my
have.
bounteous, the fruit of my loins.
Yeah, well, the fruit of the loom.
Fruit of, oh
Well,
well,
a cornucopia.
a cornucopia that's missing.
Dude, so
Well,
I actually saw a video on
it
this recently,
sparks you. Be like, oh,
and
Mandela effect.
they did do the cornucopia at one point,
Yeah. We
and
had this conversation with my father-in-law, and
they
he
hit
was
it.
like, no, they had it a long time ago. They did it at least
They did.
once
And then
on
they
like
hit it.
during a time.
They've
They
tried to
wanted
hide
to.
the
They did
fact
it
that
on
they
purpose.
yeah, I know it's
I
crazy.
think it was the
It's a
Illuminati that were like telling him,
conspiracy, man.
"Oh, cars." Good
Yeah,
quote.
thank you.
Good.
We just watched that recently.
That was my section. Little fifth grader knowledge. It's always fun to humble
Yeah,
yourself and see
it's,
what
it's
you
always
are like.
good.
Oh, I don't know it, but you got a couple really tough ones.
Yes. I
Got some tough
appreciate it.
ones there. Yeah.
States and capitals, that's the area that I did well at in elementary school.
I think the Capitals was the most fun. There were songs to it, and there was just a lot. Kansas and Topeka and Minnesota is St. Paul. That's what I
Uh,
remember a
didn't
lot
know
from that
there
song.
didn't know there were songs, but
Yep.
before we get into the draft, um, it's my birthday this week. Ordinarily, I don't really care about my birthday, but I'm turning 30 this year, and I feel like I want to celebrate it, have a good old time. So I looked up uh fun facts about yourself to like quiz your friends on. So we're gonna test Jeff's knowledge as to how well he knows me. So for those of you listening, I also want you to see how well you know me, aka family and friends. And for those of you who don't know me personally, you can use all this information to figure
Wait.
out all my passwords.
Yeah. What was your cousin's last name when you were 5?
Cornucopia.
Oh, that's an
Yeah.
awesome last name.
All
So
right,
what? So how many
Jeff,
questions are there?
there's 30 questions,
Okay.
I believe.
So
So I
over
need you to
under
keep
over
track.
under is 17, you said, or 18?
17 and a half.
17 and a half. So I'm picking the over.
Yep.
Lincoln thinks it'll be the under.
And I have written down the answers.
Okay.
And a couple of these there are multiple answers. So if you can
Okay.
get one of them, I will
Fair.
count it.
Fair.
We'll
Okay.
start easy. What is my favorite color?
Why is that easy? That's not something guys discuss, but I'm gonna say green.
Nope, orange.
Wow, orange is disgusting. Orange is one of
Uh,
the worst colors.
that's rude.
It's true.
Okay.
Mostly, I also know Devin hates orange, so that also I remember.
Well, Devin hates purple.
Devin hates you, I think.
Uh, probably accurate.
Why? You didn't even fight that? Yeah, probably. All right, so I'm
What
0 for
is
1. All right,
what
cool.
is my favorite season?
Favorite season?
Yeah,
I'm gonna say fall.
correct.
Fall.
That's an easy one.
From
Uh,
Oregon too. They have a good fall.
what is
There.
my favorite ice cream flavor?
Oh, ice cream?
Yeah, and you get 2 points if you can get the
Yeah, both.
exact. Yeah,
Oh,
or no, like the
if I
exact
can get
like
close to it, I get 1. But if I get the exact, I get 2.
yeah.
Okay. I think your favorite is mint chocolate chip,
No, Jeff, come on. It is
pistachio.
it is cookie dough, and specifically it's bluebell cookie dough.
It's the Bluebell cookie dough. What about the monster cookie dough they just released?
They're like the Oreo cookie dough is fantastic, but sometimes I don't always want the Oreo.
Well, no,
Sometimes
the
too much
monster,
chocolate for me.
the limited time monster cookie dough that they just released from Bluebell in the small pints.
I haven't seen that.
It's phenomenal.
I also don't live in Texas,
Phenomenal.
so I don't get as much bluebell up here in
That's
Colorado.
true.
But
That's true. That's not something you would have
But when I
access to
moved
all
down
the
to
time.
Houston, I was eating bluebell out of the pint, man. Like it's so good.
Out of the half gallon, I would say.
Yes, that
Well,
is
so
that's
I'm
one.
I'm struggling, man. I didn't
Okay.
know it was the cookie dough.
This one you should get because we've talked about it on the pod recently. What is my favorite animal?
Oh, your favorite animal is the. Oh, we just talked about this?
Yes, we did. We had a long discussion about it. I got heated.
It was
I'm giving you hints, man.
I know it was
I got
heated.
a figurine at my desk.
Yeah, we did talk about this. I remember that too. Uh,
Wow.
there was a panther slash leopard.
You're such an idiot, man. It's a
I mean,
bison.
that's you're not wrong. Oh, that conversation.
That
The
conversation.
bison. That is a good one. I don't feel like that's define you because the only time I found that out was literally a couple weeks ago during the podcast. So
Yes,
I don't think that's something that we
but
would
I
find out about.
ranted for like 7 minutes about it.
You did rant about it, but it's not a long-term memory. That's a short-term memory.
Yeah, all right.
So I don't have that locked in.
What was the name of my first pet?
First pet?
And
This is
I'm
definitely
not
a
asking
hacking
you
question.
I'm not asking you questions that you don't know the answers to. There's your hint.
Uh, yeah, your first pet was named it
You
was a
know
dog.
this.
It was
You
a
know
dog.
this. Yes, it was a
It was
dog.
it was Henry.
It was Henry. Very good.
It was Henry. That's right.
My first pet.
I was like, I know that.
We
We
had
talked about that.
we had a fish at one point, but I don't count that as like having a pet
Your
because we
pet.
literally had it for a week and then we flushed it.
It went to the heaven in the water.
No, we just flushed it. We weren't even
It
like
went to your septic,
we didn't
and then
even
it got pumped
pretend to be
out.
sad about it. It was just gone one day, and I was like, "Hey, what happened to the fish?" And my
Actually,
mom
I
goes,
think she put it in someone put it in their toilet, and then they had to go to the bathroom, so they didn't want to waste a flush. They just
"Okay,
went and then just
from
sent it
dust
going
we
from
once
dust to
were,
dust.
unto dust we shall return."
Ah, so
Um,
sacrilegious.
my favorite holiday.
Their holidays, well, I thought I knew it, but actually, I'm gonna say Christmas.
It is not. It is Thanksgiving.
I thought it was Christmas. We just talked about that with the holiday stuff, though. And I thought you were like, yeah, December's the best holiday season. Christmas, December's the best month.
I said
I figured it meant,
December deserved to be the 101 pick, but Thanksgiving's my favorite holiday.
mm, okay, fair.
Way less pressure, football, food,
Football, food,
family.
and yeah, that's still good. The three Fs.
Well, five F's, but we don't
Well,
need to get into it.
we don't need to talk about the other two.
My favorite sport, and if you can get them in order,
Uh, football,
uh-huh,
basketball, disc
uh-uh,
golf, and
disc golf,
disc golf's number two.
three.
Okay, yeah, that's what I said. Football, basketball, disc golf.
You're wrong in the two.
Oh, well, that's what I said. It said disc golf's two, like football, then disc golf.
No,
Wow.
you got the one and the three right. You got the two wrong.
Wow, your favorite sport's that golf?
Yep,
Golf? You have basketball
in the four spot.
in the four spot? That's nuts.
So I'll
That's
give
nuts for your whole life.
yeah, basketball is the
I
most
never
accessible.
would have put that.
Basketball is the
I
most
never would have thought that.
accessible sport. So it's like it doesn't hold as much like value for me.
What?
Yeah. But also I
That's
was a football kid. I didn't play
crazy.
high school basketball. I played high school golf,
I know you like
high school football.
football and high school golf, but like what's
Football was my
carried
life
over and what?
in high school,
Yeah.
and
And that's why
golf
I
was
knew
my
football was
second
no
choice.
question. And because of disc golf now, I was like, okay, I figured that would be either two or three, but there's no way I
Like
would have put
if you
golf.
give
I
me
would
the
have put golf
choice,
at four.
if you give me the choice to go play disc golf or golf on my birthday, I'm going to choose golf because I don't play it as often.
Yeah. And then
Also,
I get that, but
I think I'm better at golf than I am at disc golf. I
also
think.
you take into account not just what you play, but also what you watch.
Yeah,
And you also
which
watch a
is
lot more basketball than you do golf.
correct. But this is just my favorite sport. This is not my favorite sport to watch. This
Okay.
takes into consideration everything. But
Yeah.
I'll give you credit for
Dang.
the point. What is my favorite slash lucky number?
Oh, favorite slash lucky number is Sick.
No, I'll give you a second guess. It was my high school football number.
Oh, 7.
Nope, 11.
11?
Wrong.
Hmm.
Yep,
I don't remember that.
11. I wore it for 8th grade and then 10th, or yeah, 10th, 11th, and 12th grade.
I
And
can see why
after
you put the
after
over.
8th
I see
grade, I
why
liked it.
the over under was where it's at. Because
Yeah.
a lot of
Um,
these are stuff that I
I'm
didn't know
super
you for.
curious, siblings that are listening to this, how well are you doing in this? Because I feel like my siblings would
Yeah,
be like, "Oh yeah, I know all these."
easy peasy for kids growing up with you.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
lived in the same
Next
house.
question. Do I have any tattoos?
0.
Are you sure about that?
As of maybe a couple weeks ago, no tattoos.
You're correct. I have no tattoos. How many siblings do I have?
3.
Jeff.
You have Bentley.
Yep.
You have Lexus.
Yes.
You have uh wait. Sorry.
Dude, I gave you credit
I
for the
thought you had
point before, but I have to, you're wrong. It's four.
who am I missing? Who's the oldest?
Shelby.
Shelby. That's who I'm forgetting. Because
I literally shouted out Shelby last week for her flute skills. And then Tiffany. So
for
Shelby, Tiffany, me, Lexus,
Tiffany.
Bentley.
Yeah, that's because I forget how much older
Also,
Tiffany is from you
I can't
guys.
remember if you met
Or Shelby.
everybody or not, but
I feel like I did. For Thanksgiving, they were all there, but that
I
was
can't
how
even
many years
remember.
ago? About 4,
That
5? No,
was
6?
2016
That's 2018?
or 17.
Was
Because
it
2018
17?
is when Paisley was born.
2017.
Yeah, 20. That's
That was
crazy,
that
dude.
was 7 years ago. That's a long time.
7. Okay, what are
Yeah.
my main love languages? I
Uh,
put main 3, but if you can get 2 of the top 3, then you're right.
uh, spending time, physical touch, and words of affirmation.
We'll give you 2 or 3.
Okay.
Physical touch in order. Physical touch, acts of kindness, words of affirmation.
Acts of kindness. Okay, that's a good one.
Yeah, quality time was not previously one. It might be moving forward. I don't know. I guess
You're not sure. You maybe,
things are
yeah.
kind of adjusting, but those are my
Okay.
main ones.
2 out of 3. 2 out of 3 I'll
Yeah.
take since I've only shown you one of those, which is the physical.
Well, pause.
No,
Uh,
no pause. All go.
what is my dream job? And this is I answered it in a vague sense for you to be able to get the answer correct.
Oh, I mean, playing a professional sport, I mean, like disc golf would be perfect if you could get paid for your disc golfing, but also, I mean, anything having to do with sports, I would say.
I went a little bit vague for you. I said anything managerial finance in sports.
Okay.
So I'm not going to give you the point for that.
It's because it's more the managerial side, I guess.
Well, no,
If
it's
that's
just
more
it's
where
just
you like,
working
I just thought you
finance
meant
in sports.
dream. I would not want to work finance. I'd want to do the thing, you know,
But I'm
get paid to
also
do the thing.
I'm also 30. I'm realistic about what I can accomplish at this point.
You're limiting your own dream. Like, yeah, this is a dream, but this is like 2 steps down from the dream. Like, this is like a realistic dream. That's not what this is. That's a horrible take on your own
No, I'm saying so
question.
like if I could
Ah,
like when I was going to school, like what my dream job was while I was in college, and I wanted to be like a market capologist for like an NFL or NBA franchise and like work the market cap and
I
be like
guess.
a franchise cap expert kind of thing. But yeah, so anything like
That's just funny that you're like, I'm realistic.
yeah,
Yeah,
well,
all right. All
uh,
right.
it's not my dream anymore. When I was a kid, 100%. So maybe we'll give you a half point. We'll see what the over under is.
It's not
Um,
going to be close.
what is where's my favorite place that I've lived? This one might be a little bit harder.
Live?
Yep, I have two answers written down, and I currently do not live in one of them.
And you currently not. Yeah, I didn't think I didn't think Colorado was one. I'm gonna say Rexburg and Salem.
No, neither of those.
Boise?
Boise and
You like
Seattle.
living? I would not have thought Boise, but oh yeah,
I
you
loved it.
sold in Seattle.
Yeah.
I forgot that you sold there. Dang it.
I loved, I mean, granted, I was
Boise, I
there
would
during
not
the
have. I
best time
mean,
of the
you were
year.
there for a few years.
I
Yeah.
was in Seattle from May to September, or May to August.
Yeah, the
It was
best
like the
time. It's the
best
only
time to
time
be
you
in
should really live
Seattle.
there.
Yeah.
Summertime in
Um,
Seattle is the only time you should live there.
yeah. So that was my favorite place I lived. Um, what do I prefer to be cold or hot?
Cold,
That is correct.
easily. Mister, wear your jacket in your house.
I
You're like,
I
oh, I'm just gonna turn the heat down a little bit. It's 45 degrees,
Hey,
Lincoln.
hey, speaking of which, it was a high of 81 today here. I still have not turned my AC on.
You're just like, whatever.
Yeah. But I do prefer
You
to be cold
skate.
because I can put on layers. But
Yeah.
okay, name three of my best friends.
Uh, they siblings count because I feel like if I'm gonna count siblings, then Bentley, me, and
It's a trick question, but there's two of them.
it's your dog. No,
No,
it's a trick question. Then
it's a pseudo trick question, but there's two of them, and they fill the third spot.
your kids,
That's
both your
correct.
kids. Okay,
Yep.
that's fair. I mean, yeah, I can see that. I guess. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's all right. I get a good point for that.
Yeah, I give you the point. Okay, what is my favorite food? We talked about this recently as well, as in last week's episode.
Teriyaki, 100%.
100%,
No,
Jeff. Way to go, baby.
but specifically good teriyaki. It's
I
not
put
any
I
teriyaki.
put authentic Japanese teriyaki, Love in Salem, or any hole in the wall in Seattle. That's what I
Yeah.
literally wrote down on my
I
screen.
mean, those have to be, but good teriyaki. It can't just be any teriyaki. This can be your favorite. Like you're not just gonna love any teriyaki. You
Correct.
gotta be good stuff.
Correct.
'Cause it's
And
disappointing
I'm
otherwise.
going to Oregon next week and I'm going to have Love seven
Love
times while I'm
loves.
there. I'm so excited. It's my
Yeah,
favorite.
that's such a
It's
good
literally one of my
question.
favorite things about going home to visit my family.
You're just like, all right, when are we gonna go eat? When are we
I'm
going
like,
out?
okay, wait, we
Are
fly
they
in
open?
super early. Love opens at 11. All right, we're going. I literally
Lunch
know they
rush.
open at 11. Oh, it's so good though. I'm
That's
so
good.
excited. Okay, what is my favorite drink?
Favorite drink?
Uh-huh.
Not counting water.
It is not my favorite drink.
Yeah, I didn't think because I feel like water's a cop out answer. It's, I mean, good cold
I
water is
had it
good, but
last week on the pod, if you were paying attention.
oh, you had Celsius?
No.
No, you didn't drink Celsius. Uh,
I don't drink Celsius past 2 p.m.,
okay.
but I do like
This is a
Celsius.
this is a I mean,
I had it on the pod last week.
it's a juice. It's a
No,
juice.
it's not.
Oh, well then I don't no idea then.
It is a strawberry slush from Sonic, specifically with
Yeah,
extra strawberries.
that's so specific though. I didn't
It
know.
is, but it's my favorite drink,
Strawberry slush.
and I try to not order it 12 times a week, even though I could, because it's my favorite.
Really crave it, especially in the
So
summer.
for those of you looking for a birthday present for me, just Sonic gift cards. Beautiful.
Actually, next week you should display the gift I got you. You'll get it on Thursday, and next week on the next
Oh,
pod with Bentley. Oh, sorry, surprise next week.
wow.
I blew it. Whoops.
Pause.
Sorry.
Okay, my favorite
I'll
type of food. It's like my favorite food specifically is authentic Japanese teriyaki, but my
but your
favorite
favorite
type
like
of food.
genre type of food
Yep.
is Italian food.
Oh no, Jeffrey, it's Mexican.
Only I can. I mean, I'm the one who married a Latina Mexican, so I don't. You can't like it more than me. So
I okay.
see,
I
that's
won't
the rule. That's
I
kind of
won't
the
like
rule.
it more than you, but it's still my favorite. Like
Hey,
if I had to
that's my
pick
wife
one,
you're talking about.
hey, we
Okay,
fully respect your wife on this podcast.
that's a Michael Scott
There's
joke.
going to be no disrespect on this
Is
episode.
raised and got new specs.
Yes. What is my favorite fast food restaurant?
Oh, fast food
Fast
restaurant in
food.
general. Oh, that's dude. There's so many that we've been to and like eaten at that I'm like, I
No,
don't
there's
know if it's
not. That's
changed.
Devon.
No, there's been quite a few we've eaten at,
Okay, I
especially on
always
our road trips and stuff. But Taco
when
Bell is the only thing I can think
when we
of.
sold, I never ate at those fast food restaurants. I always brought my own lunch. We just ate at those
Okay, if it's
places.
not Cane's, then it's Taco Bell.
It is Taco Bell. Very good.
Taco Bell is what I'm is the only one I can think of as far as like
Taco
the
Bell's
classic
still
menu
my
items.
favorite. Yep.
The cheesy bean and rice burrito that you told me
Oh,
to eat that one time, and now it's one of my favorite items
it's still
because
mine
it's
too,
actually
dude.
so good. Like
It's
if
so
for
good.
some weird reason, it's got the perfect spice and it's so cheap.
Well, it's not even cheap anymore, but it's still the cheapest item on the menu.
Still the cheapest, yeah,
Yeah. It's
comparatively, yeah.
like it's like
Oh,
almost $2 for a burrito now, but
it used to be
it used to be $1 when we sold. We literally
$1.
would
It
we
was
would
so
get
good.
if I found enough coins while I was selling, I would use those and buy
It
one.
just- and then if you had any leftovers, you could go into that little plastic spinny thing and try to spin
Yes.
it to flick the
Oh
coin down
man.
all the way to the platform and win like free like a little burrito or taco or
You get the
something.
little like the churro, what are those
Or the
things?
churro, yeah, they're
Crisps. What are those
whatever
called?
they are. They were good. I mean,
What are those
the
things
cinnamon
called?
cinnamon twists.
Cinnamon twists.
Cinnamon
Yeah,
twists.
very good.
Very yummy.
Okay, my favorite restaurant. And
I wouldn't know this.
I put down three different ones. Just take a stab in the dark based on knowing
Buffalo
me.
Wild Wings,
Never been.
never.
Never
Not
been.
once for
I'm
like
not
half
I'm
price wings.
I'm not a wings guy. You know that.
Well, boneless. You can get boneless and it's fine.
Which actually we have a couple of chicken questions coming up here soon, but or no, the next question is a chicken question, which is
Wow.
funny. But
If it's not B Dub, I'm gonna say Chili's. Maybe back rib.
I will never go to Chili's
Really?
again. The last
Why?
two
What
times I
happened?
went, I got food poisoning.
Well, the last two times I went, I got the three for me for 10.99, and they gave me more food than I've ever seen in my life at a Chili's. And
Mm.
it's the best deal I've ever had, and the food was good. Crispiest
Did you get an
fries.
awesome blossom?
That's Applebee's. Oh well, Chili's actually has that too. You're right.
Yeah, they do. Come on, that's from The Office.
Applebee's. It
They
is.
go
I
to
just think of
Chili's and eat
Applebee.
the awesome.
Applebee's displays it. They just like the big onion bloom that they've got.
Yeah,
Dude, I don't know. Then I don't
that's
know
okay.
your restaurants that you like.
Well, I was kind of generic with it. I said Cheesecake Factory or Texas Roadhouse.
Oh yeah, very
I'm
generic.
I'm a basic man. I like my steak and I
Yeah,
like my
Texas Roadhouse
pasta.
is all right. It's all right.
I mean, I know what I'm getting every time, and so when I want that, that's where I'll go. Okay, chicken. Do I prefer wings, strips, flats, drumsticks, or nuggets?
Drumsticks.
No, you are failing so poorly.
You
I
know the
prefer
last time I saw you eat
I prefer
chicken?
strips. Pause.
Are you 5 years old? Is that
I
what you
don't,
go to order at these restaurants? Can I have the chicken strips and the french fries?
dude. If I want chicken,
Come
I
on,
go to
have some,
Cane's.
have some.
I go to Cane's if I want chicken.
That's not even a good answer.
That's what
Cane's
I
chicken
get.
isn't even good anymore. Cane's, they're like this tiny. This is their chicken strip is this big. You know what else
That's
is this big?
that's pretty big,
My
Jeff.
nose.
That's pretty big.
Ah,
Yeah.
I got you.
Okay, my favorite movie. I have five answers written down. If you get any of them, I'll give you three attempts.
I have answers on
Yep.
the board.
Yep.
Favorite movies in general. Well, general was my father. I'm gonna say
You should be able to get one of them for sure.
Nacho Libre.
No.
No, there's probably a couple comedies on there.
There's only two comedies.
Oh, ooh. Uh, Interstellar.
No. One's kind of an
Uh,
action drama, one's a superhero movie.
Captain America: Civil War.
No.
Uh,
Failed.
Batman.
The Dark Knight.
Oh, that's a great pick.
So
That's a
in not a specific order, Gladiator and The Dark Knight are kind of my two favorite movies of all time. And
Valid.
then
That's very valid.
The Other Guys and Yes Man are
Oh, we
the
were
other
just watching The
two.
Other Guys today.
It's so
Great
funny, dude.
movie.
So good.
Yes, man. And what one?
Uh, and then like that fifth spot kind of bounces around, but I put Secret Life of Walter Mitty. You wouldn't have got that though.
Oh, that's a good movie
It's
though.
a good movie.
That's a good list.
Yeah.
Good list.
They're like the
Respect
movies that
it.
I could like the Desert Island, whatever movies. You
The
know what I mean?
Crow.
The Crow.
I'd bring the Da Vinci Code. I could burn the Da Vinci Code.
Yeah, that'd keep you warm for like 10 seconds.
All right. Iodine tablets.
Secret cutout. Space blanket.
Seed. That's so good. That's so good.
Okay. Favorite TV shows. I have one, two, three, four, five. I have six written down. You have to get three of them.
Okay. The Office.
Yep, one.
Wait. Community.
No,
Ooh, no.
I haven't even
Uh, Bro
finished it.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Two,
Parks and Rec.
three.
And then just for kicks and giggles, I'm
Bro,
gonna say what?
no, go
I'm
ahead.
gonna say
We've talked about this series before. I've watched it so many times, and you're like, dude, how can you watch the same series over and over again? I'm like,
we talked about this already. How many times
well,
you've
you and I
gone
have
back
talked
through?
about it in the past.
It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
No, I've never seen it actually.
And neither have I, but I really want.
One is a comedy
Seinfeld.
crime show. Oh, I didn't put
Seinfeld on
Seinfeld on
there?
my. I did not put Seinfeld on my list, but you get credit for that.
Yeah.
Um, the
Deserve.
Psych,
Oh, okay, good.
one of my all-time favorite TV shows.
That's right.
Criminal Minds,
Oh,
and
I
then
never watched it.
the Benedict Cumberbatch, Martin Freeman, Sherlock.
Oh, the Sherlock, which I
That's
just
my number one
rewatched, and
favorite
it's
show of all time.
phenomenal.
It's so
Phenomenal.
so good.
It is one of my favorite. Like that's what I know him from. I don't know him from Doctor Strange or anything. Like he is Sherlock for
Or The
me.
Grinch.
Yeah, that's weird.
That's
I
so
hate
weird,
that.
dude.
I hate that.
I hate
I
it.
didn't even think about the cartoon Grinch.
I haven't seen it
Ugh.
on
Finally
purpose.
did. And I hate that that's a thing in life that
Yeah,
exists.
but that's my
In my
favorite
lifetime.
TV show of all time.
Fair.
BBC Sherlock.
I'm down on that.
Yeah, yeah, you are.
Pause.
Um, if you can get this, I will be very impressed. My dream car, and this is like lifetime dream car from like when I was a kid to like adult years as well. It's been the same car for
I mean, so is mine.
a long
Mine's
time.
been the same. Uh,
And I'll give
is it a specific year of a car or is it just a type of car?
you, I wrote down the specific year, but you can get the type.
Like, does the specific year matter a lot? Like, if it's a later year or an earlier year, it changes it, and like you
No,
would
because this model of this car is like kind of similar across the board, but like the specific one that I was like that when it became my dream car, that's when I was like, yep, that's it.
I just have one that I just thought of, and I was like, I don't think that's your style.
I'll give you a hint. It's in '07. That's when like the dream car happened.
And I don't think it's correct. Maybe a Porsche Carrera.
It's a decent guess.
I'm a Ford Bronco.
No. Think
Uh,
Batman.
oh, a DeLorean.
What?
I don't know that kind of weird style of car. Batman, he's got
I
some,
said think
they're not
Batman, not
they're
Back
not
to the
specific.
Future.
But Batman's cars aren't cars you buy unless it's like James Bond, like an Aston Martin. Like that's
Uh,
all I can think of.
no, my dream car is the '07 Lamborghini Gallardo, Batman style.
Oh, that one from Dark Knight that he has. The
Yeah.
Gallardo? You don't like the Aventador or anything like that?
I mean, I like him, but the Gallardo was like the one that I like. That was like the
It's so
car that I
smooth
like
looking. I
was.
mean, I get it.
I mean, literally, if you just Google, I mean, dang it, if you just search in a web browser, a Gallardo,
In a generic web browser, a search
if
engine.
you just Google Gallardo, it pulls up one of the most beautiful looking sports cars you'd ever see in your life.
Yeah,
They're so cool.
that's fair. I mean, I didn't think
And
you were that high end in your brain as a kid. You were like, oh yeah, the Lamborghini Gallardo. When
well,
I was a kid, I was just like
this is middle
Ford
school.
Mustang, 1960s Ford Mustang fastback, like
If
just
you
that
would have
old
said
looking.
a 69 Camaro or 69 Mustang, I would have given that to you as well. Like the
Okay,
65 to 69, that's also.
fair.
But yeah,
Yeah.
the '07 Gallardo was like the first car that I was like, yep, this is my quote unquote dream car. And now that I'm an adult, I'm like, yeah, I would never get that, but
Well, if you
um
had the money.
yeah. Okay, my favorite bands, and you should be able to get at least one of the top five.
Oh, uh, Glass Animals.
That's number one. Very
Yeah,
good.
Glass
You win.
Animals is right there.
Glass
Well, wait.
Animals, Healy.
Uh,
You wouldn't guess Healy.
you sent me some Healy stuff though,
Yeah, I love Healy.
a long time ago, actually.
Also in my top 5 to 10, Red Hot Chili Peppers. Love me some
Ooh,
RHCP.
some
Weezer,
bass. Ooh, Weezer, like like some
Yellow.
Africa cover.
Nope.
You don't like the
Toto.
Africa cover they do?
No, I do not like it. I mean, I don't like that
We
song in
we
general,
I like the Weezer version.
but
It's good.
it's better than the Toto version, but I don't care for
What
it.
about TOP?
And 21 Pilots, yep. And then Young
All
the
right,
Giant, Cage the Elephant, those types of
okay,
artists.
yeah.
Would I prefer to go out or to stay in?
You would prefer to go out.
No,
Really? Well, with
I'm
the right group, you would. They're
I'm
like,
a
hey, let's
home.
go to Top Golf. You're wanting to go.
No, I would rather stay in and hang out.
Did you just put golf as your number two sport you like to play? And if someone offered you to go to Top Golf instead of
I I
play a
apologize.
game at
I
your
should have said
house,
like Saturday night.
yeah,
Like, would I rather go out or stay in? I would rather
you
stay
need the
in.
right people around you for it because I think this is your question if you are home all the time, but you don't have a lot of people to invite you out.
I'm
But when you got stuff to do and you want people to go out, dude, you'd much rather go out. I
I'm
know
a
you.
homebody though. I would rather be at home.
I don't buy it. I don't. That's not the side of you I know.
Well,
You like playing games, but that's not the side of you that the Lincoln side. That's the I'm just home because I'm just chilling. That's not the
yeah,
I'm Lincoln.
I
Look at
don't
me.
like I'm like if it's a Friday night, I'm not looking to be like, okay, let's see, where can we go? Let's go to here, do this. Like, I'd rather just stay at home and have a fun time staying and playing games, hanging out, whatever.
Did you say standing? Standing?
No, I said staying in.
Oh, that you're like, staying home,
Yeah, I'd rather
standing,
just
standing,
stand in my living
stand.
room.
Well,
Just
I'm still standing. Yeah, yeah,
uh,
yeah.
I'm still staying. Sorry.
Whoa,
What was
whoa,
my
whoa.
first car?
Like I know that.
You've
Uh,
you've seen it before.
it's your white one.
Yep. Oh
I
no,
guess if that's your
no,
first.
not my Outlander.
If
High
you,
school car. My
before your
parents still have it.
Outlander,
Yeah,
I thought I only rode in the Outlander. That was
probably,
the only
but
one I remember.
it was what
I'm gonna
Bentley
say,
drove when we went back to Oregon.
mm, uh Honda Civic. I don't know.
No, it's a '99 F-150.
What an F-150?
Did the grandpa truck 0 to 60 in
Those
2.5 minutes.
those were the best trucks. That's like the Toyota Tacoma, the old ones, and F-150s
Dude,
of the
it
Rangers.
was a
Those are the best
boat. It
trucks.
was like really big actually, but it was just a boat.
Oh,
Um,
was it?
was I named after someone?
No,
I was not, but my middle name is.
you're not named after anyone.
What was my first couple of jobs?
You worked at a golf course.
No, I did not work at a golf course. That was Devin.
Oh yeah, Devin worked at McCormick, and he worked at Dairy Queen. No, they work at
My
Dairy Queen. I don't think so.
my first job, I was a summer manny.
You were?
I
That is the
was.
first I'm learning that.
Yeah. I
You're a manny.
shout out to Chance. I watched this kid for his grandma. He stayed with his grandparents during the summer, and I pretty
You knew
much just like
Chance the Rapper? That's
yeah,
sick.
Chance the Rapper. And I pretty much just like took him to his swim lessons and his golf lessons and let him play with Bentley, and then I just watched them and played with them. So it
That's a
was
good
super
job.
easy.
Mine was
And then
McDonald's, so it wasn't that easy.
was it really?
Yeah, it was the
Oh,
worst.
I've never worked fast food.
McDonald's was awful.
And then my second job was I worked in the warehouse at Ashley Furniture Home Store,
Oh, they're called the others.
and I loved that job. That was really fun.
Ashley Ware Furniture Warehouse.
Yeah, it was a blast. That was a post high school pre college job.
You had some nice early jobs because I did not.
Well, so my parents told me that if I was like super active and like did an extracurricular every season, that I didn't need to have a job during high school. And so I was involved in literally so many different things, and I was just like
Must
crazy
must
busy
must be
during high
nice.
school. Um, I mean, not really because I didn't have any money, but it was
Yeah,
fun.
well, neither did I. All my money went towards my gas money.
Ugh,
I
good
didn't get
times.
it. They're like, all right, here, you pay for gas, or here's your mission fund. Throw it in either one of these whenever you want.
Uh, my parents would pay for a tank of gas a month.
Every only a month? Oh,
So
dang.
they'd pay for a tank of gas a month, and I drove an old truck with no guts. So if you needed to actually like get up to speed, you had to literally push the
Yeah,
pedal all the way down just to try to
floor
get.
floor it. That's
Yeah,
good.
crazy. So like that. I mean, it wasn't the worst in terms of gas mileage, but it was, yeah. So I had to make that one tank of gas last as long as possible before my parents would fill it up. Um, and then last two questions. How tall am I?
You are 6 foot.
I'm not 6 foot.
You 5'11"?
I'm 5'11.
I gave you the benefit of the doubt. I figured that maybe you grew an extra inch since I've seen you.
Uh, late 20s
Well,
growth spurt.
you took an inch from somewhere else and then you put it for your height.
Oh, I did let my hair grow taller, so
Yeah, that counts. That's where they measure from, the top of your head. So like
does.
they look like this, and then they hold up your hair and then they measure.
Oh, is that why Derek Lively's so tall?
That's why they call Wemby 7'6". Nah, he's 7'3", but he just poofs his afro up.
He needs to, yeah, grow it out more.
Yeah.
And then how much do I weigh? Hit the ballpark.
At the ballpark,
Yeah, we'll give you a 5 pound plus
you weigh
minus.
172.
Close, 168.
Yes, I was within the five.
Yeah, so you got one.
Oh,
I'll give you
I
one,
didn't even get 10. I don't think I
one,
even got 10.
2, 3,
So bad.
4,
I think I got
5,
9.
6, 7, 8, 9 questions right.
Oh, I got 9. Dude, I called it. It felt like I got 9. That was awful. Genuinely less than 30. I got 30%. That's
Hey, that
horrid.
is only fitting
For
as this
30.
is
Oh, look at that. What
the
goes
symmetry.
around
Pause.
comes around.
Um, um,
Wow, look at
thanks
that.
for entertaining that. When we get to your birthday, we will do something similar as well. I think it'll be
Yeah,
fun.
we'll wrap back around to this.
Oh yeah.
We'll
Okay,
do a wrap around.
I got the draft, and I feel like you're going to do better than me in this draft, which I'm actually excited for. And I feel like this isn't going to be like stealing takes or picks from each other. This is more of just going to be insight into us and who we are and what we like. And
Okay.
yours is probably going to be better than mine. I'm just saying it to start. But we are drafting the best chips.
Best chip.
The
Okay.
best chips. Or
Okay.
maybe our favorite chips.
Okay.
And this is not including
But our
tortilla
favorite can
chips.
also have we'll see kind of whose team chip is also
Yeah.
dominant compared to our likes.
That's
I already know what
that's where
two
I
of your
think
chip flavors are going to be. I
that's where I
am
think
pretty
you're gonna
sure.
dominate it.
I don't think
But
so.
we're not including tortilla chips, but we are including anything that
Pringles.
you can buy at either like Walmart or a gas station or whatever. When you go to the chips aisle, anything in there outside of tortilla chips is fair game.
Yeah.
So, per usual, it was my
Per
draft
usual.
segment. You get to pick if you want to go first or second.
I'm gonna go second.
Dang it. Actually, no, that's good because if you took my pick, I would be so sad. It
I know,
is.
and I have a feeling I know what it is, but
Do you really? It
I have a
is
feeling.
the
If I'm
all
right.
dressed chips from Ruffles.
The all dressed. Which ones are those?
So have you not had them
I
before?
actually thought you were gonna take a different one, but I don't think so.
So the Ruffles all dressed is a Canadian flavor, and it's a
Well, that explains
mix.
it.
It's a mix of multiple. You can't get them in the US normally. Like if you find them at a
Yeah.
store, you need to buy like all the bags. Um, the flavors, it's a mix of like shoot, it's like barbecue, ketchup, salt and vinegar, and something else. But it's like a bunch of their flavors like combined, and it's
Huh.
unbelievable. It's
I
so
never
like
would have thought. My mouth started watering as you said that, though. Like I just got hungry.
ketchup, barbecue, sour cream and onion, and salt and vinegar. It's a combo of all those.
Such a weird
It
combo.
is fantastic, Jeff.
When did you have that?
Um, when did I have that? I can't remember. Somebody introduced it to me. I don't remember who. Maybe it was in Houston. And literally for my birthday a couple of years back, my mom ordered some on Amazon. And I was like, thanks, mom. It was like $6 a bag because you had to buy them on
Well, yeah,
Amazon.
and
But
that still feels cheap compared to
and
how
they
rare it
were
is.
like small bags too. But they're my favorite chips of all time. And if you ever
Wow.
see them, you need to go buy them.
I mean, I'm sure other people are going to vote. That's a really solid pick because if they've had it, they know. But I just, I don't know.
So I'm fine having the 101 because I needed that pick on my board. And then I don't think we'll
Just so you
be
can have it.
super similar.
I'm
So
surprised you took
yeah,
that though there because you know I probably wasn't going to take
I didn't know.
it early.
I
I
didn't
wouldn't know that, and it's not
I
a
didn't know, and
common one.
I
You
couldn't
will
risk
know
it. You know what I
mine
mean?
right away, but
I feel like
that's
you're gonna have pretty traditional answers compared to me.
well, at least one of them will be,
Okay.
which is this one, which is
Okay.
the one, which is considered the best Dorito flavor
Is it Cool
by
Ranch?
most. No, that's
Oh.
whoa, no. Cool Ranch is good for certain days when it's a hot, sunny day and you're in the pool. Or I said urine. When you are in the
It's okay.
pool and then you want some chips in a sandwich and you put the chips on the sandwich and delicious. But when you want a good chip, you go get the purple bag of the spicy sweet chili.
Nice.
And
Okay.
that is arguably the best Dorito flavor and arguably one of my mouth is watering so much talking about this. Like I want to go to HEB and buy some right now. That they are so tasty and they have the most addictive bite. Like the spice is just right. They got everything about the sweetness right where it's not overdone. I can't help but eat the entire bag the night I buy it. Like I know it's in the cupboard and I can't help myself but stay up, put on a show or YouTube or like TNT and just eat the whole bag. I can't buy them anymore. I don't buy them for that reason because I will eat them
Just because
all.
you're gonna eat all of them.
And I know my stomach will be
Crazy.
upset the next day. So that's
I'm
no that's for
I
my the one. That's the one.
I think I've only had like one chip out of a bag just to try it, but I've never bought them myself.
Especially as you eat them, they get way better. Like it builds the flavor build perfectly. It's like a
That's so
pyramid
funny.
of spicy.
Okay. So you took
It's amazing.
Doritos spicy sweet chili, correct?
Spicy sweet chili.
Okay.
That's my number one. And my number two, which is a lot of people understand this flavor and know when they hear it, but the jalapeno kettle chip. Kettle
Very
brand,
good choice.
the jalapeno.
Do you like
There
Kettle
is
Brand
one.
better or Miss Vicky's? Because I like Miss Vicky's better.
Miss Vicky's are lighter, and Brandon loves Miss Vicky's. That's all he would eat on our mission when we would go golfing on P Day. He would get the Miss Vicky's chips from the guy we knew that owned the golf course, and he would let us have some Miss
Oh
Vicky's
yeah, I
chips.
played that course.
Yeah, you did. It's not a great course, but it
It
was
was
fun
fun
because we
though.
played it
It was
all the
fun.
time. I got
Yeah.
attacked by fire ants on that course. It was
Oh my
awesome.
gosh. Yeah, I
My
forgot about
hands. So, but the Miss Vicky's,
that.
they were good chips. I just think the Kettle brand for me is better. I think it has a
Shoot.
little bit more oily, but it's tasty. And
So
my
there
mouth is dying. Like I want to go buy chips. This is the worst.
so there's a Tim's jalapeno ones. Those are my favorite jalapeno chips.
I don't think
They're
that.
so
At least I
spicy
don't
though.
know. Yeah, I don't want it to. I need the jalapeno flavor to come be more prevalent than the
Yeah,
spice part of it.
that's
I
fair.
really want a
Okay.
jalapeno
Well,
bite, but they
my
are top tier, top tier.
My top three are, or I'm gonna get my top three in my first three picks.
Mhm.
In my two spot, I'm going with the Lay's dill pickle.
I knew there was gonna be the pickle in there. I was like, he wants to take it. I thought you were gonna take your dill pickle flavor with your number one.
And the best
That's
thing
why I'm
is that my
surprised.
daughters love it, so I have an excuse to
You can
buy it
buy it
because
all the
they
time.
ask for pickle chips all the time. Or
Lay's
the
Lay's makes a good pickle chip, and there's another Lay's chip on here that I might take with one of my picks.
So my next pick is
But
also Lay's, and it's the
oh,
Lay's Hickory Wavy Barbecue.
ooh, that one's good. I wouldn't
It's
put it in my
like the
top, but it's
ridges
good.
on
It's
it
good.
give it so much barbecue flavor that it's so good to me.
It's really good. There's a
But yeah,
lot of
the
good barbecue chips.
hickory barbecue on the
A great
wavy
one.
Lay's.
Mm, very good.
So that's my two and three, and now you got two picks.
Okay. Uh, my next pick is the Lay's, but it is the Lay's. Well, I mean, it's the HEB brand, but it's basically a Lay's chip. It's their off brand, but they had a limited run chip that was pizza roll, their pizza roll pizza flavored chip, and it tasted
Pizza.
identical to pizza roll, like a very well done pizza roll.
How
And it was
does
one of my
the
favorite.
how does the Pringles compare to it?
No contest. These are 10 times better than the Pringles.
Huh.
Pringles taste like if you had a Pringles chip, that tastes like the knockoff, Totino's frozen pizza, and this tastes like a New York slice.
Okay,
Like it
so
is
do you want me to write Lay's or
incredible.
what's the brand?
I mean, you can write Lay's on there. It's HEB, but they're their HEB brand, so it's like their Lay's chip. But it's the pizza roll flavor. Incredible, incredible.
Okay, never
It,
had
it
it.
tastes just
So
like a pizza roll. I can't explain it any more than that.
okay, yeah, this is going exactly as I expected it to go.
Very random, different.
Yeah, where we're very different in terms of what our favorite chips are. Because
Did I have another
really,
chip, or did I pick?
yeah, you got another pick. Because really, you can't go wrong with most of these. And if you did go wrong, then I would be concerned. But there's just so many good chips. I love chips.
So
They're
many,
so good.
so many salty snacks, man. That's my thing. I'm not really a
Oh,
sweet treat guy. I'm a salty
I'm salty
balls.
and sweet.
Balls.
I'm like a Sour Patch Kid. I'm sour,
I'm
and then
like
I'm sweet, and then I'm gum.
fries, fries dipped in a frosty. That's me.
Dude,
Perfect,
that
perfect
sounds
combo.
so good right now.
I know. I really want some chips and a fries.
I should have eaten before this podcast. I forgot to do that.
I'm surprised you did not. You
Dadgummit.
did. Yeah. Well, my next pick, my fourth pick. I haven't had them in a while, but they still stand near the top for me. As a chip, I can eat so much of it, and the bag is massive. Insane. And it's the sweet Maui onion
Yeah,
chips.
those
They
are
have a
so good.
barbecue, and then they have the Maui sweet onion, and they make your breath atrocious, but they're delicious.
Um, they also have what's the orange bag from Maui? Is that their
Mm,
jalapeno one?
they have a couple flavors. I only know that one. There's a barbecue one I know as well,
Their
but I don't
barbecue
know
one
their
is
third.
good.
Yeah,
I forgot about
but
that.
it's a good texture chip, very good texture.
It's like they're very dense.
Yeah, and the flavor, the
Flavor is
bite.
so strong. Yeah, the orange bag is their luau barbecue.
Speaking of chip, this
That's a
isn't on.
great flavor.
This is not going to be on either of our lists because this was from back in 2010. But Max was just texting me and he just sent me a picture from the store right now, no joke,
No way.
of this chip right here.
Doritos late night?
Yeah, the flavor is sizzling cheeseburger. And it was a flavor they had in 2010 and discontinued until now. It is a Kroger exclusive release right now, so I can't get them. They bought some for me because I'm going to Houston in 2 weeks.
Heck yeah.
So I want to
Wait,
try it, but
they don't
it's
have Kroger in
cheeseburger.
San Antonio?
Not anymore. They used to, but they don't have them. They aren't here anymore, which is sad. That's Houston. So
Interesting.
I'm I that chip I really want to try. I remember them being good,
Hmm.
but they are, phenomenal chips.
Yeah, interesting.
It's just it's a throwback.
Those are
Sizzling
the
cheeseburger.
flavors that I expected you to be taking that I just never have. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. But I'm not
Um,
taking that one. It's just one. Like,
yeah. Okay, so I kind of like how this draft has gone for us because we're not taking the same flavor in different brands. So
mm,
I'm writing down the specific brand for our picks specifically, but I'm kind of just giving us the entirety of the flavors.
right
And so
now, just
now
yeah.
I'm just gonna specifically go to flavors because you only have one pick left and
hmm
I've got two
You know,
picks
I can't
left.
take a lot, so
Yeah, so are you good with that? That we just take
yeah,
the
yeah, that's
entirety
fine.
of
That's
the
fine with
flavor?
me.
Okay,
Yeah,
so I'm going to take
I know
the
what you're gonna take.
do you?
I have a good feeling that I know what you're gonna take for flavor.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm taking the Cape Cod salt and vinegar.
Okay, I think the next pick is gonna be the one that you're gonna take with it. But salt and vinegar, there are. I mean, which one is the best that I can think of?
I think Cape Cod's the
Kettle is
best,
really
which is
good.
why I took
Cape
it.
Cod is the most just like flaky, delicious. Theirs are just so balanced. They're not too
Yeah.
overpowering.
Um, so
Hmm.
I'm a little surprised, truthfully, that one of these picks is on the board. I enjoy it, but I'm never gonna go to it myself. Like I'm not gonna choose this chip. But if somebody
Hmm.
else will buy it, I will 100% like scoop up a cup or put it on my plate. So I'm not going to take that one to be true to myself. And I am going to go to the kettle uh cracked pepper.
Yeah, you're crazy. Cracked
Right?
pepper.
Isn't that what isn't that the name of
Yeah,
it?
it is. The kettle cracked pepper is it, but I can't believe that's the flavor you're picking. Like I would get it if it's just the chip, but if you're taking
Yeah.
the whole flavor to it,
Yeah,
there's like barely any other chips that are like that.
it's the salt and cracked pepper. Cape Cod's got a good
That's
one.
uh
Lay's kettle cooked is actually okay, but the kettle brand, which kettle brand is actually from Salem, fun fact. And that was one of my mom's favorite chips. So it has a little bit of that nostalgia factor in that like it reminds me of my mom because we would get it together and make a sandwich or something like that and have those on our plate as
a
well.
little Sammy.
Yeah. So that's what I'm finishing with salt and pepper. Um, I'm gonna let you take your final pick before I give my
That's
honorable
crazy.
mentions.
That's crazy because this flavor is really, really good and should be taken because I mentioned at the beginning that Pringles does a really solid one. Lay's is known for this, um, but it's the sour cream and onion.
Yep. And I wanted you
It's
to take
such a
that.
good flavor. Like there's so many tips that are really good, and that one hits the spot all the time. Is that the one you're saying if you have like a scoop or something someone puts on your plate?
What? I didn't say anything
When you
about a
said,
scoop.
yeah, you said if someone like scooped it up and put it on your plate, like you'd eat it. But
Oh no, I was thinking of the cheddar and sour cream.
oh, okay, that one's good too. I mean,
It
it's a
was
variation.
like with that fifth pick, I was between the cheddar and sour cream because
The
I like that.
Ruffles
I like
cheddar and
that.
sour cream is really good,
It's really good.
really good
Um,
with an onion dip.
yeah. Well, I mean, even without it, I just like
Yeah,
it, just kind of plain, like with a burger on the
yeah,
side,
that was
just on
like
the
a
plate
4th of
there.
July type of thing.
100%. And they
Really, really
always
good.
sold that flavor at Costco in the big bags. And
Massive bag.
yeah, and my ex-in-laws used to buy that bag all the time. So like if I literally couldn't think of something to eat and I was just like peckish, I would go get a plate
Well,
or
Josh
get a
Peckish,
yeah,
you get a keg of it.
yeah. I would get a cup and I would fill up my cup and then eat it that way. Because
Get your red solo
I didn't
cup
like
and
to get
fill
my
it up.
fingers all oily, so I would eat it out of the cup.
Wait, can you do that again? How would you do it?
Like I would like take the cup and I would just dump it into my mouth.
Okay,
Yeah, just like that.
got it. Okay.
Okay, to recap, Jeff, you got the Doritos. Actually, I'll say Doritos, but you get the everybody knows for the record, you get all the flavors from all the chips. You got the Doritos sweet or spicy sweet chili, the jalapeno chip, specifically from Kettle, pizza rolls from Lay's, and what was the other one?
HEB,
HEB?
HEB, yeah.
Heb.
Well, that's it. Yeah, the Heb brand.
You get the sweet Maui onion and the sour cream and onion. So stinky breath boy.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm
then
fine with
I
that.
got the all dressed, which is my favorite chip of all time. The dill pickle, Lay's, hickory wavy barbecue, but also kind of just barbecue in general because that's my favorite. Cape Cod salt and vinegar, and then the kettle salt and cracked pepper.
I think we both had a very clear number one for our team that we just knew. Like if someone asks you,
Yeah.
what's the best chip? Like you have a clear winner, and then you have
So
just like
that's
fight
why
for
I didn't
second.
that's why I didn't put it in the trivia questions about me is because of this
Yeah,
draft.
you left it there,
Yeah.
and
It's
I
kind of
wouldn't have
funny.
guessed it either way, but it would have
Sure.
been one less. I would have gotten 8 instead of 9. It's
Sure.
a good thing.
Um, and any other honorable mentions for you?
Uh,
Because no other
Honorable
Doritos were
mentions.
taken.
Yeah, I mean, the Cool Ranch obviously is good, and like spicy nacho cheese, very solid as far as Dorito flavors. Like I could go on and on about good. I just tried one called fiery mango, spicy mango or something.
Hmm.
Really interesting. It's still growing on me. I'm not sure. It's a Sam's Club exclusive, so still figuring out if I like that one or not. I love the Doritos chips though in general.
So I've never been a Doritos guy
Yeah,
personally.
I think we had them a lot growing up too. Just ate them
And
all the time.
like my friends did. Like if we had like a movie night or
Oh,
something like that,
Sun
like
Chip. Sun Chips are on my honorable mention. The garden
interesting. The
salsa. Garden
garden
salsa Sun Chip is a unique chip that I love.
that one would I guarantee you there are people screaming into their microphone or into their phones right now listening to this that are saying, "You idiots, you forgot that sun chip,
Hmm.
whatever, blah blah blah." I didn't like
There are
the
lots.
texture of sun chips, so I never really enjoyed them that much.
You
The
were
only
too good for Sun
the
Chips.
only time I ever had sun chips was at like Subway in high school.
Which is funny because they pushed Sun Chips at Subway. Like they had a lot of them.
That's the
They
only
have
time I ever had because
they had
you remember
Lay's and
you
Sun
remember the
Chips
$5
and
deal? So there's the $5 foot long, but then there's the $5 deal where it's
six
the
inch drink
6 inch
chip.
drink and chip. Yep.
Yeah, yeah. Everyone knew that was
Yeah.
you could get a foot long or you can get the combo meal.
I was a foot long kind of guy, you know what I mean?
I know. Yeah, I do know what you mean. Real
Pause.
a lot. Jared Vogel. Huh? Oh, too soon.
Um, cool. I think we did pretty good with our picks, and I like that we covered a wide range, but
It's interesting.
we weren't too niche with our picks too. So I think
Yeah, a couple of them were, but I think it's
we
good to see because I'm finding out some of these things about you of like you like a chip that doesn't even exist in the US. It's a chip
it's
that can't even be
it's so
found.
good, dude. It is so good. I'm send me your address and I'm gonna send you some
No, that's all right.
because now I'm going to send myself some. I'm
Where do you
ordering
buy them
them.
from? Amazon?
You can buy them on Amazon.
So crazy. They're probably like $11 now.
Let's do a quick little
I'm gonna say they're
look.
11.56 on Amazon, not including
Um,
shipping.
if we go to Amazon Family Bag, it is 12.87. So 13 bucks
12.87.
for a family bag.
Mm,
At least it's a family size bag.
yeah. I
Here
mean,
we
I don't
go.
know how much for the
Oh,
Canadian family size bag. It's 3 people maybe.
here we go. There's the Ruffles. Ruffles all dressed. Oh, sorry. I looked up Lay's for some reason. Ruffles all
Oh, it's
dressed.
a Ruffles. Okay.
8.45.
On Amazon, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Pretty cheap.
So send me your
It's
address.
not
I'll send one to you.
bad. Okay. Over my dead body.
And I'm going to order it for myself as well because it sounds so good. And yeah.
You know what's sad? We did all of those trivia and all the yes or no, right or wrong, and I this whole time had a buzzer. I didn't even see it till now. I have a wrong buzzer that just like I can play the buzzer and I could have done that.
Wow.
And I never used it.
What a
This was
shame.
a perfect fall moment.
What
That's
a
so
shame.
it's
Here,
upsetting.
let's restart the podcast and do it over again and you can
An hour and a half rewind.
we'll just
Just more
we'll just like fake our reactions and be oh,
just
wow.
like that. Like Jim.
Yeah, don't do that again, please.
Sorry. I apologize. That was rough.
Also kind of surprising. I was a little bit surprised that you didn't take Flamin' Hot Cheetos.
Yeah, I was like, I stuck to traditional chips in this. The Flamin'
Yeah.
Hot Cheetos are really good. The jalapeno cheddar Flamin' Hot Cheetos I love.
What?
But yeah, have you ever had those? The green
No.
bag?
I
Yeah,
left
the
the door
jalapeno cheddar is
open.
lighter, but it's super tasty.
I left the door open for you to take Cheetos, and then I feel like there was some other type that's like a chip adjacent. but it's you buy it in the chip aisle. Dude, friggin' the puffs are so good. Also the
Yeah.
what is it? It's like a airy crisp. It's like
Oh. Oh.
it almost looks like a waffle chip or a waffle
Oh.
fry, but like it's like spaced in the middle. What are those called?
I know what you're talking about.
Those
I
are
just
very
don't
good.
remember.
They're very
Yeah.
good.
Why can't I remember that? I'm
Puffed,
picturing it.
popped,
The
Lay's,
little popped ones that are like, it looks like a square wheel with the little
poppables.
poppables. Yeah.
Yeah, those are shout out to poppables. Those are pretty good. I enjoy
Flavors.
the honey barbecue and the sea salt. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Or sorry, not sea salt, the salt and vinegar.
It's
So
very good chip time. I'm gonna go into Walmart tomorrow and probably get some.
so many chips.
I'm really craving them right now.
Well, for those of you that have listened this far into the podcast, we sure appreciate you. Thank you
May not be
for
too many, but
tuning in with us.
you did it.
Let us know if we have any omissions in our chip draft that you think we should have taken, and also just like your top five lists. Um, share with a friend. Do something nice for someone this week as a gift to me and my birthday. Uh,
Yeah.
share it with someone and just be nice. Just find an opportunity to do something for somebody else. That's just a little thing that we can do. You know what I mean? Okay, Jeff, final word before you send us out. And this
Final
time
word. Well,
make it a good word, not a stupid run-on sentence where I'm just aching to cut you
or
off.
you're forced to end the podcast
Yeah, I have my
with your phrase.
my mouse over
Your
the
hand is
stop.
ready to just
Yeah.
no.
What's the final word?
Everyone, please type happy birthday in the comments to Lincoln 30. It's a big milestone. I was actually going to visit Lincoln, but I just got a new job, which does not allow me to take any time off. I had to schedule my wife and I, so we weren't able to celebrate it. But Lincoln and I actually, I've known of Lincoln for over 10 years. Before I even met Lincoln, I knew him from his friend on his mission. So I only heard stories of him. The
That's so
legend of
funny.
the legend of Lincoln. Didn't even have pictures until I was shown. But then we met on campus, and it has been, I would say, 10 years now. You're
No, it's
turning 30.
2015 was when we
Yeah,
met.
2015 is, and that's when I got back from my mission. So it's getting around almost the 10-year mark, a decade,
That's funny.
which you can't say for a lot of people in your life. So
True.
here's another 10 years,
Yeah.
tenfinity. We
We'll,
did it.
we'll do 10 years and then we'll reevaluate, reassess, see if we
Okay.
want to continue.
See
But
if we want another 10.
yeah.
Okay.
All right. Thanks for
Okay.
listening.
Sounds good.
Lefties out.